And just a few hundred years after Noah, the population is miraculously exploded to the point where they're constructing a city and a great tower. Most of us have heard of the Tower of Babel, right? And I wonder what some of you were told about why God decided to punish them for that tower. I was told as a child that it was because the people were prideful, that they were trying to build a tower to reach heaven, and that they were wicked and arrogant, and that's why God took these people who had one language and made them speak many different languages, forcing them to scatter and create independent nations. And my first thought was, why is it wrong to build a tower to try to reach heaven? You can't reach it. I mean, we've been to the moon. No tower's going to make it that far, and we didn't encounter heaven between here and there. Plus, heaven isn't up. But if I were God and people were trying to build a tower to reach me, why would this bother me in the slightest? Be like, oh, look at them. Aren't they cute? They think they can build a tower to reach me. I mean, that's what you do with your kids. Oh, she's dressing up just like mommy. Oh, he's dressing up just like mommy. Awesome. It's absurd. But the reason that the Bible actually gives makes the story much worse. Genesis chapter 11, beginning with verse 4, and they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered around upon the face of the whole earth. And that's where most English-speaking pastors get this idea that they are arrogantly trying to reach heaven. But the Hebrew word that's used there merely means lofty or high in the sky. These people were trying to build a city so that they would remain unified, something to bring them together. They were trying to build a tall tower that was high in the sky, and because of differences in translation, all of a sudden modern pastors get to describe them as somehow arrogant and wanting to reach God when that's not what the book says at all. So what was God's reason for being upset with all this? Verse 5, and the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. Came down. Well, here's that notion of up again. And why would God need to come down if he's omnipresent in an air like God? He comes down a lot. It's like Adam and Eve screw it all up, and he comes down to the garden, where are you guys at? And why are you wearing clothes? Oops. He comes down to take a look at Sodom and Gomorrah. Maybe he's just a voyeur. But he comes down to take a look at the city. And in verse 6, and the Lord said, behold, the people are as one, and they all have one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. They are unified, and there is nothing that they cannot accomplish. And that just won't do for my plan. How dare they unify and try to accomplish things? In verse 7, go to, let us go down there, confound their languages, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of the earth, and they left off to build the city. His plan, which keeps failing, clearly doesn't include unity or encouragement to empower people to accomplish great things. And when he sees that this is just about to start to fail, he injects chaos and confusion in order to fix it. But guess what? That failed too. Because we have accomplished great things. And the more great things we accomplish, the less he seems to be able to meddle. And all that confusion of language, I've got Google Translate. We've overcome it. People are having to invent new secret languages in order to stay confused and keep hidden.